Welcome to Car Cave USA. You're with Chris. Our website's carcaveusa.com. Phone number is 803-262-4742. We do offer financing. It is outsourced, so we don't do it here in-house, but we will put you in contact with some loan officers if you intend on financing. We also take cash, so that is always good here. So this car is going to take a while. I spent a lot of time in it. It is about 2,000 kilometers in Portugal and Spain. A 1966 Ford Cortina GT Mk1. So it's done in a Cortina Lotus, or Lotus Cortina, whichever way you want to say it, tribute. So the white with the green stripe going back into the rear end. You have the steel Lotus wheels with the center chrome hubcaps. Previous owner, I bought it north of Lisbon for a rally. So these stickers come off. We actually did a rally tour with a bunch of our Car Cave crew. That's one of our brands, is the Goat Tour over there, if you ever want to go. Bought it, picked the car up from, like I said, about an hour and a half north of Lisbon, and shook it down a little bit and went on a 2,000 kilometer rally. So we got to know this car. The previous owner did a full teardown, repaint, rebuild, went through the mechanical. He was intending on racing it. He had a health issue, never got to drive it. So it was fully torn down to be repainted. Went through the motor, did a rebuild on it. It now has a 1.6, has a 5-speed in it. Same thing we have over in our Escort, which now I can't think off the top of my head. It's not Type 9, and I have it. It's in the write-up. Call me if you have that question. We'll go through it. But has 5-speed, has some upgrades on it, has Weber carb, you have front lights, gauges wired in, different switches. You do have some seats that aren't totally aggressive, but they still give you some support for more of the rally side with your seat belts that are anchored down, your Sparcos. So they are a 4-point. So yeah, the car, it's fun to drive. It rides out well. It sounds good. It goes down the road nicely. We shook out some of the things. One of them was we put a new fuel tank in it. So it had the wrong fuel sending unit in it, no gasket with the lock ring, and just dent in the fuel tank, and they'd repaired it. So we put a new one in once we got it back here to America. So the sending unit's new. We did some fuel line there. Battery's been relocated to the trunk. You do have your front driving lights here, and they're operable. You can see your hood pop there, which we will get to. If you want to see this thing up on a lift, let me know. So it did good going through the mountains. We had some Porsches with us we're keeping up with, had some Delta Integrale Evo, some Corvettes, some Ferrari. I mean, we had a mixture of cars, documented the whole thing, but we did a full tour. Someone used a TRD brakes down here. I know who, the previous owner. Let's see. You have your footrest down here, your fire extinguisher, you have a hydraulic drift brake, you have a compass, you have the ashtray, which everyone loves, middle console, you have your tack, shift light isn't hooked up, door cards are in pretty good shape. They didn't go through and try and do a concourse restoration. They wanted to make it where they could go out and drive it. So it's stripped on the interior. You have some floor mats are screwed down, wiring's exposed, so it's loomed up, and it's it all presents really well. So we appreciate this car for what it is. Enjoy driving it. You have your 3-spoke wheel. The seats are comfy. They did hook up for your driving experience, and depending on what you're going to use it for. You have here, key on, fan switch. See lights. You can see the middle one there. There we are. See tip gauge. You have 9,129. On the odometer. So factory tach does not work. You can see your oil pressure here. You have your wipers. You're over there, 12 volt doesn't work. This is your windshield wiper squirter. Those are your electric fans. So we'll get this thing out for a driving video. You can see blinkers each side. Let's go out and look at the lights so you can see them. Nice little glove box. So we'll put a nice carbon fiber wrap on it. The top dash is in good shape. Your headliner shows well. Same with the back seat. We'll take a look back there. We did utilize the crank windows. It was good weather when we're over there, but they do crank up and down. We got no speeding violations, luckily. Came home with its Portuguese tag. The reverse light is the brightest you'll ever see in your life. It is ridiculous. Let's turn this thing back. But a very old school analog driving experience. Oh, I got my headlights. There we are. So wipers, headlights. I've been in this car enough to point it out is different than just hitting switches, so I apologize. Your old Phillips. You have your fuse distribution here. You have your wide mirror going across. And we'll go into the floor pans. So they screwed down those mats there. And you go to the floor pans down here. In the back. See, everything is in good shape. Same with the rockers. We just had it up on the lift to go through it. Rear seat's in good condition. Same with the cards, glass, the headliner. Go to the other side so you can check it out. You have a locking gas cap. You ask why that's important, because every time you get out of the car and you forget the keys when you're in a hurry. So you can see where they wire loomed everything coming through. Your fire extinguisher, your hydraulic brake that's hooked up, stainless braided lines. Get a good idea of the back seat. Door card here. Rockers, you do have side exit exhaust. So we went through the mountains in Portugal, Spain, went to Seville, went to Marbella, went to Lisbon, went to a variety of regions. We did leave some spares in the back, you know, some seatbelt pads, tire iron. Guys didn't get that organized yet. So it's kind of, they left it because this is kind of how we're driving it. Car came with some spares, some extra parts. You can see the battery's easy to get to, the fuel filter, it's anchored down. You do have a full-size spare. The new gas tank you can see there. We did some of the fuel lines. The tires aren't new, but they're not aged. They're, I can't remember off the top of my head. They're a Toyo Proxy. The camera can pick it up better than my eyes. What's that? A 185/60 R13. Like I said, these are removable. You can see it lift up a little bit. It'll pull off. If you don't like to go to our logos, might not be your fancy. Windshield, don't see any chips in or nicks or anything. You can see it's aged and a little hazy, but I don't see anything. Maybe some scratches in it, but I don't see any chips or stuff that would look like it's on the verge of cracking. You have your vents up here. You have your front black. I looked this up before when we're driving. I need to dig up my research on what specifically it is. You have your old antique tag, split bumper up here. So the hood pop is here. Let me see if I can get it with one hand. There we are. So you have this massive engine, which puts out a beautiful amount of power. So everything's easy to get to here. Nothing's too advanced or complicated. I will have to, you do have some custom headers, exhaust, the side pipe going back, electric electric fan, aluminum radiator. So all the relays, the wiring is, you know, it's pretty accessible, I guess. So everything in here, there's nothing too crazy that you can't get in, diagnose pretty quick and look at. A lot of room in the engine bay, so you can work around everything. I need to look to see what the suspension specs were. So I know it was in the write-up there. I'll have to look it up for you. So go back to my write-up. I apologize, I wasn't prepared on that one. Going through the suspension, I know you can adjust the front depending on what conditions and where you're going. Hold on, I'll go underneath. I'm having lots of words now. Here we are. So you're adjustable. So they're setting up the suspension for different driving conditions. And you can see, yeah, your wheel well's in pretty good shape. We'll get it up on the rack for you. But yeah, that is our nice little Cortina. Field fixes, I think I repaired a oil sensor. We went to the wiring, did a few little adjustments there. We changed the rear diff since it's been here. You know, just a couple small things. Car was pretty well sorted. He only had, you know, a few hundred braking kilometers on it before we started going. So it's a cool car. It's a unique piece. It is fun to drive. It's ready to hit the road. It's not a trailer queen. It is a driver. So be prepared. You can jump in, you can drive it. It's fun. You know, drives different than some modern muscle or a muscle car like the Mustang behind it, but you will enjoy it. So if you have questions, reach out. This is Chris at Car Cave signing off. CarCaveUSA.com, 803-262-4742.